Merry meet and welcome to the Witch's Cauldron. My name is Paula and today is Tarot Talk. I had tried to upload the Hierophant before and I lost the sound somewhere in the process, and needless to say, I'm re-recording it. I did the Lovers last week, so this week we're backtracking a little bit and I'm redoing the Hierophant because it didn't post right. Okay, as with every time, if you're new to Tarot Talk, I always give you a little bit of background about the card, sometimes touch on the symbology. I touch on timing, ruling planets, zodiac correspondences, some of the overarching themes for upright and reversed positions. And then I go through typical categories that are very common in a lot of the most popular tarot layouts, like Celtic Cross, Red Dragon, horoscope, zodiac spread, that kind of stuff. So the Hierophant is in the major arcana. And the major arcana, as I've said a few times, are cards that are very influential on a life path. Okay, and the major arcana take precedence over the suit cards. In other words, any in the minor arcana, pentacles, cups, wands, etc. So with that in mind, when you're reading tarot, either for yourself or someone else, remember that the major arcana are pretty well set in stone because they're very influential cards on your life. And then they trump whatever suit cards are with it. So the Hierophant. The mantra for the Hierophant is, I'm a spiritual being. So that kind of gives you a little tip about what the Hierophant is all about. And in the symbology of the Hierophant, you see the Hierophant sitting on a throne. He's got a scepter in one hand. He's got white, I forget what they're called, but like a white chemise undergarment on. And that refers to purity of intent in the Rider-Waite. He's got a little red overgarment on, and that is red, refers to the passion to act, to take an action with regard to spirituality. There is a blue undergarment, and that refers to wisdom. In Wicca, blue typically corresponds to wisdom. There is a gray throne that he is sitting upon, and that refers to spiritual wisdom. And the keys that you see are the keys to spiritual wisdom. So in the upright position, the Hierophant is about it. It rules the throat and ears. Okay, and it is affiliated with the zodiac sign of Taurus. And it's in the upright position. It refers to religion, a group identification, or dynamic like dogma. It also refers to conformity to traditions, conformity to beliefs, and it's also can be representative of someone that is in a teaching role. You know, if somebody was doing a tarot card reading for me and the Hierophant came up about, you know, in the spiritual house, it would be because I'm doing spiritual teaching. I'm teaching Wicca. I'm, you know, doing things like that. In the reversed position, it's about restriction and going against the norm, rebelling against or challenging the status quo. So those are the main kind of overarching ones. And then you get into a little bit more. As I said, this can be about a spiritual path, but it can also be about an educational path, or the need to go back to school or considering going back to school. It's about your having a backbone, okay, especially when it comes to a spiritual path. So if you're considering a spiritual path that is different, that is what is traditional in your family, let's say your family, my instance, my family was Christian. My one sister converted to Judaism, and I'm a Wiccan, I'm a witch, where the rest of our family are still Christian. It is encouraging you to conform to the norm in the upright position, to stick to what are more traditionally based ideals, okay? In a couple's reading, it can indicate that there is a difference in religion or spirituality within the couple. So let's say, for instance, my one sister, when she got married, she was Christian. Her husband is Jewish. She converted to Judaism when they decided to have children. So it can indicate something like that if you're doing a reading about a couple's relationship. Because the Hierophant rules the ears and the throat, and it's affiliated with the zodiac sign of Taurus. It encourages you to hear and speak the truth. Okay? So don't let your daydreams, your wishes interfere with the truth of the situation that's going on. Now, as we delve a little bit deeper into the Hierophant, which is also sometimes referred to as the High Priest, since it is the fifth card in the major arcana, if you have a lot of fives or multiple fives, it can indicate change, challenge, and fluctuations. And usually in the upright position, it's lucky, and in the reversed position, it's unlucky. It can also be an indication of material prosperity, but being spiritual poverty or spiritually impoverished. And you have to make sure that you're balanced, okay? In the focus on the card is establishments, organizations, groups like organized religion, that kind of thing. It can also refer to structures like family structure, the hierarchy within your family. It can also be key ideas or critical figures that you align yourself with. And it's telling you to search for truth and understanding, new ways of thought, and looking for new opportunities. In the romance department, usually this card, if it pops up in the romance department, it says that romance is going to enter your life, but it's not going to get off the ground because you want an elevated love. You want something more, and you're not going to settle just for the sake of having somebody around, okay? You would rather sacrifice love altogether than have a relationship that isn't right or isn't fulfilling and doesn't make you feel everything, okay? Let's see. As far as your home, you're going to try to connect with a business establishment, or an already established partnership to get an idea off the ground, but you're not going to have much luck where that's concerned. If work needs to be done around the home, in other words, maintenance, it can indicate that you're going to have a good deal come from a contractor or someone that's doing the work for you. As far as work and career, this is usually, the Hierophant is usually an indicator that you've run up against obstacles in the past, but a new and better opportunity is coming. And it's going to be something more aligned with your values and what you really want. And it could even be a different source than from where it was previously established. In other words, you could have a complete change of job, something like that. If you're already in a relationship, this card can indicate that you're not feeling fulfilled for some reason, because it's maybe a non-productive relationship, or you're very dissatisfied on a profound level. It's just not completing you. You know, I always say that my partner is my better half, because he completes me. And, you know, a lot of people want something like that in their relationship and in their love life. As far as your emotional state, the Hierophant usually indicates that you're going to have feelings of anxiety, and it's telling you to take an introspective look to find the answers that you seek. And if that doesn't work, then you need to reach out for someone that you believe has a lot of wisdom to help you see what the truth is and to come up with a solution to what's causing those anxieties. As far as the family, you're going to want to keep peace within the family and not make a lot of waves at this time if the Hierophant comes up. Your finances. Someone is going to forget to pay you or forget to mail money that is owed to you. But overall, your financial position is going to be stable. Let's see here. In the friend department, there's going to be usually a conflict with someone that's a friend or a loved one. Or you can also be confronted with a situation that you just don't want to deal with, but you have to handle it. You will handle it, and it will come out the way that it's supposed to. Anxieties are going to involve key or important people in your life. And you're going to find it fairly difficult to communicate effectively and get your ideas across. They're not really going to understand where you come from because your thoughts are outside of their comfort zone or their norm. Okay? As far as overall success, you're going to gain a lot of insight into a situation that was previously hidden from you. In other words, you couldn't see everything that was going on, okay? And that veil will be lifted so that you can honestly see the big picture and how it affects you. You're going to be able to make that link. Now, the special guidance of this card in the mundane realm is that it's better to go through suffering or abstention rather than compromise your beliefs or your values. In the esoteric realm, your thoughts are going to be literally like running amok with everything you think you want or need. And you're going to perceive and feel that there's no way to make things better. But for that higher connection and that spirituality to enter, you have to get rid of your emotional baggage. You have to get rid of things that no longer serve you for the better stuff to come along. You have to let go of your attachment to the past, to prior feelings, to old loves, and this will allow you to move into the new and the unknown, and it's going to be a better situation than what you're in right now. And you're going to feel more fulfilled and more complete, but you have to let go of the baggage first. Now, the best course of action is don't allow yourself to be pulled under or overcome. You have to, if you have to, learn a new way to do things or develop more strength of will. Don't just, if you fail once, throw your hands up and go, forget it, I'm done. You have to go through some stuff to get to the better stuff. The outcome. And for the moment, usually with outcomes, you're going to be prevented from moving forward with something or advancing or getting that promotion because of the will of the powers that be. Okay, those are outside your realm. They're outside your ability to control. But also know that if you get rid of the baggage and you get rid of those resentments, better stuff's going to come along. But you just have to be patient. The Hierophant is a call to a higher power, thinking outside the norms, not necessarily being happy with the status quo, but staying within the norms for a time period. It's also telling you to seek knowledge and to learn and to gain wisdom through experience in your learning. And if you're someone like my age and you have knowledge, it's encouraging you to share that knowledge with others and to be a mentor and to uplift others. Okay. So with that, my friends, that is it for the Hierophant, or the High Priest, as some people call it. It depends on the deck that you use. I apologize for, going a little bit out of order. I'm blaming it on sickness. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So the next time we get together, since we've already done the Lovers, the next one will be the Chariot. If you have any questions about the Hierophant, please, put them down in the comment section, or you can even DM me on Twitter at the witches call CAUL1, and I'll get back to you on there. Merry we did meet, merry we will part, until we merry meet again. Be well and walk in love and light, everyone. Bye.